Hey guys, welcome back to another Pokemon Go video. Basically going to give a quick video, hopefully quite quick, a bit of a wrap up in terms of what I felt about Dragon Week. So yeah, I guess the long and short of it is... Sorry, it just cut out, so I'll just start again. So the long and short of it is, if you didn't try to get Dino, this was a really amazing event. I don't think more could be said about the terrible practices of Niantic when it came to Dino. It seems like the encounter rate from 7km eggs was somewhere in the vicinity of 0.5% to 2% max, and it's just ridiculous. And then whatever the shiny percentage is on top of that, like, I don't even know if that's been calculated. So yeah, it's scummy practices by Niantic. The rate was far too low. You know, there's people who have hatched 70, 80, 100 eggs and haven't even gotten a normal Dino, let alone a shiny one. And for this to be sort of like the flagship one, you know, the flagship new shiny release, it wasn't worth releasing. So it's all that aside, so for the first 3 days I tried, gave up, and then honestly I had a blast for the rest of the event. So heading into this event, the shinies that I did not have, like, ever caught was, of course, the Dino, the Rayquaza, the Trapinch, and the Horsey. So the good news is I got 3 of those. Of course it wasn't the Dino. So all up, let's see how I went. Okay, so we're back in the game, and I'll give you a bit of a little summary of how I went. Okay, so here we go. So Trapinch, if you've watched a couple of my videos, I've mentioned a couple times now, I missed Trapinch Day because I had a night out the day before. I just got it. I went down to the local supermarket just to buy some food and, you know, some energy drinks, so I'm ready for Magikarp Community Day tomorrow. It's been raining all day and it just stopped raining, so I just popped an incense, you know, walked to the shops and sort of took a bit of a detour on the way back. Managed to get, as you can see with the little blue shadow, both the Dratini and the Trapinch. Now I actually got 2 Dratinis for the event, and obviously I did the community day, so I think I've got about 7 or so at this stage. I got 2 more Swaloobs. I just keep getting them. Like, it's a bit of a meme. I think we've got about 8 now, and it's been a meme across my local sort of Pokemon Go community of, you know, Swaloob King at the moment. I managed to get not just my first, but my second Horsey. That was very exciting. Did not get one during Spotlight Hour, but managed to get 2 since. So super happy about that. A random Mankey as I was walking to that sort of park that my friend lives next to, which is sort of like my shiny, you know, my shiny zone, and it's mostly because I walk there so often. Just managed to get that one. So managed to get a random Gible. I just went and walked around the park on my lunch break. Yeah, got myself my second shiny Gible. That was pretty sweet. Also got an Executor, third Executor. I was walking down to the servo station, for those who aren't Australian. That would have been on the 2nd, so that would have been on the Sunday, like Sunday morning. I'm like, oh, I need an energy drink. Stayed up watching the 2nd season of the Umbrella Academy, so I was a bit tired because I kind of binged like 8 of the 10 episodes in one evening after, yeah, so I was pretty tired at that stage. Just randomly got it. Cool. Phoebus. This was the troll. I'd hatched a full batch of 7-kilometer eggs and all that, and I just had this on a, well, it must have been a 10k egg, right? It's Phoebus. I'm like, whatever, they're 10ks, I'll use an incubator. So that was my, obviously my shiny egg luck for the next 6 months. So, yay, that kind of grinded my gears because I hate shiny Phoebus. And Rayquaza. Funny enough, I did one Rayquaza raid when the shiny was released. I'd kind of stopped playing at that point, like only just using my dailies a couple times a week. But I go, yeah, I'll give it a go. It was on the Saturday morning, so in Australia, it started Saturday morning for us at 6 AM, and this would have been about 10 or 11 AM. Like, just literally, I'd woken up, and I kind of wasn't that keen to do it, but a lot of the people in my Inner West group wanted to do one. So I'm like, all right, I'll walk down to the gym. I'll pop my daily in. I didn't even want to use remotes, and then that way I can at least invite people in. I'm like, yeah, it's my daily, I'll use it. Shiny Rayquaza. I've done about 10 since. I didn't get another second shiny, but hey, I got the shiny Rayquaza. It looks really cool. I'm very excited for Mega Shiny Rayquaza coming to a theater near you. That's how you say it. Soon. So very excited about that. So all up, that's how I went. So as you can see, that's 12 shinies in essentially 6.5 days. So I'm recording this on my Friday evening. There's still 8 hours left to go of the event, but it's 10 PM here, and the weather's miserable on a Friday night, so I'm probably not going to play too much more. See if the weather holds up. I might go for another stroll, but yeah, we do have Magikarp Day tomorrow, so we'll see. So yeah, all up, that's how I went, as I mentioned, and I'll tap back to the. Okay, so you know, it's a tough for me. I think if I had to give it a score out of 10, the featured new shiny, the way that was implemented, really drops this down to like a 4 out of 10. It is near criminal, the way they did it, and it very could well be. I've heard some people sort of speak to the fact that eggs are technically kind of like loot boxes. So if you play other sort of gacha games, as they're known in Japan, so there's a Pokemon called Pokemon Masters, there's like a couple Dragon Ball Z ones, there's like One Piece ones and all that out there, so they're very common, and they're actually required by law to kind of state that, you know, on this, you know, if you pay this amount of money, or in-game currency that you pay money to use, this is the percentage chance of each of the you know, units, characters, whatever, within that sort of you know, box or banner, they're sometimes called. So basically we kind of have that happening. There's a lot of great people in the community who are kind of doing that research for us, but I honestly think if we're thinking of a company with integrity, which I hope Niantic is, they certainly tout they do, with a number of sort of I guess social you know, sort of social justice initiatives, that are, you know, the conversations that have happened over the last 3 months. They've spoken to people. They, you know, they present themselves as a company with integrity and with sort of moral values. I think there's no harm in saying, hey, you know, the shiny rate on Rayquaza is 22.3% or whatever it is, right? Because we kind of know roughly. You know, if you do a raid, the shiny rate on Dino is 1 in 50, and so, you know, the shiny rate on Dino is 1 in 50, but the hatch chance of a Dino in a 7-kilometer egg is, you know, 3%. If we knew that going into the start of the event, I can guarantee you the purchasing of incubators or those adventure boxes would have been reduced to by 50, 80, 100 fold. If we knew that from day one, guarantee you. So, very scummy practices. If I was implementing it, I would have made Dino at least have a hatch chance around. Let's see, how many people were in eggs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 common ones. I honestly think, you know, give the 5 common ones like 15%, and that gets you to 30, 60, 75. And then Gible give, you know, whatever. I don't want to have to redo the maths now that I'm thinking about it, but like, you know, Dino could have like a, say, a 5% chance. Gible could be like 7.5, and then the rest is spread evenly across the other 5. You could even sort of make Bagon slightly lower because it's, I don't know. Maybe Horsey's actually, because it's the Horsey and Swallow, because they're the ones that haven't had community. Sorry, my mic keeps on cutting out. I really need to buy one, but you know, Horsey and Swallow are the ones that haven't had community days, so they're probably the more desirable shinies overall. Maybe make them a bit lower. For me, it's just been disappointing. If you didn't do eggs, if they didn't have a shiny Dino, right? If they just said, there's no new shiny being released in this, we're gonna give you 2 free Dinos in the research, and this is the event, we're bringing back Rayquaza, you know, Gible's a rare encounter in the wild and in 7k eggs. That's sort of a shiny that's still desirable, particularly for people who did GoFest or weren't lucky during GoFest. It would have been an amazing event. That's like a 9 out of 10 event. But yeah, I've ranted enough. Overall, really disappointed in that aspect of the event. If you take that aside, it was a good event. Anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm going to try and release a video tomorrow on how to best prepare for the Enigma week, I think it's called. But anyway, have a great day. Like, share, subscribe, etc. Peace out.